Right, good morning, Monday morning. It is 9:17 to be precise. In this week's video, I'm going to talk about the radical thing I did in Melbourne. I switched back to Apple from my Android device. That's what I had. I had the Samsung Galaxy S8 Plus. What is all this? So I switched from the Samsung Galaxy S8 Plus back to iPhone. Sprung for the iPhone 10, the iPhone X, the iPhone 256 gig in the silver, in the white, which is, hang on, now I have to record with this. This is going to be a tricky week because I have to do two cameras. So iPhone 10, that's what I'm recording with at the moment. Yeah, so that's what this week is about. My experience switching from Android back to Apple and all the reasons why I did it. And yeah. So, just quietly though, how good and peaceful is it watching a droplet of water going down a window? I mean, the music helps, just the kind of peaceful. Just a nice, easy way to start Monday morning. That's it, because I've probably used up my 60 seconds for this video. Don't know how I'm going to edit everything down, but this week, exciting week back to Apple. Let's transition somehow into Tuesday. Right, today, Tuesday afternoon, absolute flat out day. Today, we're talking about the notch, the iPhone 10 notch. For the rest of this week, I'm gonna put a notch up there. Let's get that done. That's gonna be there for the rest of the video. My first initial thoughts of the notch on the iPhone 10 was, I don't think I like it. But now that I've had the phone for a week, I tell you what, you don't even notice it. It's actually quite surprising. And you'll get to understand that, because by the end of this video, I guarantee you have forgotten about that notch. Because I tell you what, when you're walking down the street and you're looking at someone else's phone and you see that gigantic notch at the top of your screen, automatically go, iPhone 10. Clever. I think it was a risk, but I think it paid off in some respects. Put a comment down below whether you think notch good, notch bad. But I guarantee you've already forgotten, because I've been talking about the notch at the top of the screen. We'll see you tomorrow. Ooh, right, good morning. It is Wednesday morning, and today's video, I'm going to talk about the switch between the Android and the iOS, the iPhone system. So this is the Samsung Galaxy S8 Plus that I was using. So the biggest issue that I had with transferring was that my laptop died 6 months ago. I upgraded to the MacBook Pro. So all my backups, all my iCloud, everything was deleted. So I literally had to do a fresh install on the iPhone 10 and then just swap manually. You know, if I had YouTube on here, I would then download it on the iPhone 10 and then I would delete it off this phone. I had to do that with every single app, transfer all my music, oh, that's bird poo. So that's what I had to do. So now it's all over the phone. Anyone want to buy a slightly used, slightly cracked S8 Plus phone with bird poo all over it? So it's time to head back home. Oh, the middle of the road's not real safe. Now let's go back over here. Right, good morning, Thursday morning, and look at Mount Wellington. Don't worry about that, that's nothing. So last week, I ended the video doing like new camera. Well, the new camera, if you haven't figured out by now, is the iPhone 10. The iPhone 10's camera, it's just a phenomenal camera. And why I use phones opposed to huge, ginormous DSLRs or anything like that is the fact that the best camera is the camera you have on you at all times. And let's be honest, the best camera most of us have is on our phones. What was I talking about? I got distracted kicking the ball around. The iPhone 10, Samsung Galaxy S8, S9, their cameras, they're just getting so damn good. For example, the new iPhone 10, the one that I'm currently using at the moment, it records 4K in 30 frames a second. I actually think it might be 60. 4K at 60! It's not going to be as good as a high quality film camera, but most of the time, the footage is actually okay. And I don't know whether you've realised, I've swapped cameras twice recorded in 4K and 1080, and I don't think you would have noticed. This video's gone way too long, and I'm gonna have to try and transition into Friday. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Just gonna be one of those videos that I just sort of point the camera at the grass. Right, good morning, Friday morning 9:30, and I'm gonna interrupt this little transmission because I found, yeah, I wanna go down the slide. And then we'll get back to the iPhone Android switch. Today's portion of the video is why I actually switched to Samsung in the first place. Amanda bought the S8 Plus probably a month before I switched, and I'm a tech head. I absolutely just love anything tech, especially mobile technology. After seeing her screen, I just fell in love with Samsung's screen technology. Infinity display, the colors, it was just phenomenal. So I just got taken in by the screen. iPhone 10 was gonna be way too expensive for what I can afford for a lower grade screen technology, and first generation wireless charging. Samsung was already on like generation 3 or 4 with wireless charging. I just thought, I'm gonna go back to Samsung, knowing it'd only be for a 12-month period before the iPhone 10 came down. But then 6 months in, and I was absolutely fed up with it. Fed up with the constant laggy nature of just Samsung's iOS operating system. Android is just so slow and so laggy. After 6 months, could not text on the Samsung S8 Plus without driving all my friends crazy with errors. All my mates with iOS and iMessage, they had to switch to Viber so that we could text each other properly, because they were sick of seeing the green SMS instead of the blue iMessage. That's why I switched. I'm just addicted to technology, and I just really liked what the S8 Plus had to offer as far as screen technology. But I'm back, and I'm so happy to be back. Right, I'm gonna go down the slide one more time. Right, how did you go with the notch at the top of the screen? Did you notice it, or did it just fade away into the video and you didn't really notice it? Anyway, that's this week. For those that it kind of drove a little bit crazy, let's get rid of it and roll on the bloopers. Oh, by the way, if you haven't realized from last week's video, this week's video, the new camera is the iPhone 10. Absolutely phenomenal, but we'll talk about that another day. So today's transition. Oh, I'm all over the place. Maybe I should start this video again. It's for... Oh, that's bird poo. Probably could have found a better spot to do this video. Now I'm freaking out. Right, good morning, Friday morning. That's sunny. Let's do it again. See the things you got to do for a shot sometimes?